All right, so I've let this Winix air filter purifier cleaner plasma wave thing just run way too long. It's been running nonstop for 2 years now, year and a half maybe. I don't know, 2 years. Way over the 1 year, and I haven't changed the filters yet. So it's time to change them. It's long overdue. So let's just see what they actually look like after not changing them for so long and just letting it run. I've had this in the main center area. So taking it off, I see like just some hair and stuff down towards the bottom of this pre-filter. Yeah, like this hair type stuff, this lint, dust balls. Is not a lot, you know. I would have expected this thing to be covered. But yeah, not so much. So I'm going to rinse this thing off. This pre-filter, it says you can rinse. The other two, the charcoal filter and the HEPA filter, the instructions say that you need to pre-filter, clean once every 14 days. Yeah, big F for me, right? When to replace? It's a permanent filter. The carbon filter, it cannot, not uppercase NOT, be washed. Replace every 3 months. That's why they give you a bunch of them in the Costco container where I bought this. True HEPA filter cannot be washed to last up to 12 months. Well, I don't know. We'll see what mine looks like after 24 months. So that is the pre-filter. Again, not too bad. This thing will rinse off, but there's really not that much stuff on this. So I guess at my house, I don't have pets right now, so we weren't filtering a lot of like that kind of stuff, I guess. So this, let me turn this off so I'm not like sucking anything inside. So this filter, charcoal filter, again, not too bad, not too bad. You can see where it was filtering stuff. That's the dirty side. That's the other side. The whole thing's dirty. So I'll just throw this thing out. I got plenty of these. And I guess this is like activated charcoal, so I don't know. It's probably not even worth washing. Okay, so the true HEPA filter. Whoa, now this thing does look like it's very dirty, right? This thing, when it comes in the package, is like pure white. So you can see where this thing sucked up a lot of like contaminants out of the environment. Let's see if anything got through to the other side. So that's the other side, and again, that should be pure white too. So I don't know, the amount of time it's been in there, maybe it was like growing through some of the mold and whatever, but yeah, this thing did its job anyway. It sucked a lot of stuff in and held it. So we'll go ahead and replace this and get it started again. Inside there, it's pretty clean. There's a little bit of debris on the inside of this, but inside here it's clean. Looks brand new. So nothing really got through the filter. Anyway, so I'm gonna replace the charcoal and the HEPA, clean out the screen, and then we'll put it back into service. And I will try to remember to clean those other filters from time to time. Alright guys, so to clean this filter, I'm just going to rinse it out underneath this faucet here and spray it down good. I think that's about all I will need to do. It should just come right off. Yeah, so you can see it's just kind of washing right off. All the junk's going into the sink. It's a pretty good amount. Definitely more than what it looks like on the filter at first. You can see all that getting washed down the sink. But it comes off real easy. I'm not even really scrubbing or anything. So I need to start doing this once every 3 months instead of waiting every 2 years. Yeah, let this dry and that should be good. A lot of it went down the drain, but you have a lot of this like this stuff here where it's just like crud, dust bunny type stuff. So it's clean. It's clean after just washing it off. So really easy. Again, I'll let this dry and then I'll just slap in those other filters. So while that pre-filter is drying, I'm gonna go ahead, it says to let it dry for 24 hours. Seems a little excessive, but I'll just let it dry to the touch and then put it back in, shake it out a little bit. While that is going on, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down with a wet cloth. It says to wipe down the whole unit with a wet cloth. And again, this is something you're supposed to do every 14 days, I think. 14 days for the pre-filter. The carbon filter once every 3 months, and the main filter once every year. Now, I just let this whole system go for like 2 years, and I guess it did a pretty good job. It filtered out a lot of junk out of the air. Not as much as I would have expected, though, being the only filter we have in our house. So, but again, we don't have any pets, so maybe that was a contributing factor that we didn't have much in the way of contaminants in the air. I don't know. Anyway. That's just on the inside rim where the filters fit in. And across the top of this. So the rest of the body, pretty clean. Air, yeah, and the exhaust is pretty clean, but I'll go ahead and wipe all this down. Let me just get a new rag so we can see how dirty that actually got too. Alright, so fresh rag, just wipe down the body. I had this in the hallway, which is a pretty high traffic area, downstairs hallway. Alright, so that didn't have much on it. This is the grill. All the air passes through. Came out a little gray compared to the other side. Let's see the back side of this. No, it's a little bit dirtier on the back side actually. Whoa, yeah, that had a lot more dirt on the back side. My wife might have cleaned this a few times, just as it's a piece of furniture, it would get dusted, so it's probably why the outside isn't so bad. But she would have never gone inside. So yeah, that's the inside of the grill. So good and dirty. So again, I'll just wait for that pre-filter to finish drying. I'll stick this thing back together and it'll be off and cleaning our air again. Alright, so I went ahead and I got impatient and I just blew dry this off with a hairdryer. It's dry, so I don't think I'm going to ruin anything by using it. And you're supposed to wait 24 hours, so do as you will. Go ahead and put this new filter in. Get a pair of scissors for that. And at the top of the filter, it has a little arrow. It says airflow, and then a little pull, which the pull is obviously on the outside. So we'll just go ahead and slide that in there like that. This filter's a little crooked for some reason. We'll get our new carbon filter, slide that in there on top, and then this thing, this pre-filter, just goes in these little tabs at the bottom, and then snap in the tabs at the top, and two little tabs at the sides. Snap those guys. Should have nice sealed compartment there. And then go ahead and take your bottom pegs, put them in these little holes, and little magnets stick at the top. And that's it. That's it. Looks like I still have some dirt on there. I used some Windex to clean this up. The water didn't do that great of a job. So that's it for the filters, cleaning the filters. You notice my red check filter light is still on. So it says to go ahead and turn the unit on, and then use a pin or something small, paper clip, and there's a little reset button here. You gotta hold that for 5 seconds. So let's push this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we reset our check filter light. Now, let me look at the instructions. I think it said the check filter light comes on for the 12-month service. I do believe. Let me just double check that. Yeah. So the indicator light for the pre-filter, there's no indicator light. You just clean it once every 14 days. So mark it on your calendar, do what you have to do, or just do as I did, and when you think it's dirty, you clean it. Carbon filter, there's no indicator light. And again, this is my model, this Winix. This is the C535. I got this at Costco like 2 years ago. The check filter light is for the true HEPA filter, which is supposed to be 12 months. It says it cannot be washed. So at this point, this thing's ready to go. Put it back in service, and yeah, hopefully it'll filter any pollen that I have left over in my house from pollen season. And but what I'm going to do now is clean those other two filters in the sink and see how dirty they actually are. It says you can't clean them, so you can't really ruin them anyway. I just want to see what kind of dirt comes out of those things. So let's go take a look. All right, guys. So again, it says don't try to clean these filters. Just throw them out. These are disposable. But I had this thing running for like 2 years. So I'll have to check the date. Maybe a year and a half. But anyway, way too long without changing them. I just wanted to see how much stuff actually does come out of them. So you can see like here, there's like, kind of dust bunny type things that you get underneath your furniture on the sides. And but let's just see if we turn on the water here and try to rinse this thing out. What comes out of this thing? So you can see just the dirt coming out of that. Now, I wonder how much of this is dirt, and maybe there's some charcoal coming out too. I don't know. This is like activated charcoal, because that's pretty dark, that water. So you can see the dirt. Or is it charcoal? I don't know. I assume it's probably a little bit of both. If it was as easy as just rinsing this thing out and cleaning it, you could probably reuse it. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't read on the forums or anything. I'm sure there's hacks where you can clean this thing and it still is effective, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. All I know is I have a lot of them, these little guys, left over because I haven't been changing them every 14 days. So in my case, I'm just going to throw this one out. The black seems to have dissipated now. I'm not really getting that black coming out of there. And so, I'm thinking that was dirt. I'm thinking that was all dirt coming out. So this thing had a pretty good store of contaminants in it. It's all pretty much clean water coming out now. Look at this side here. Yeah, clean water. So that was pretty dirty. Is this thing compromised now that I washed it? You know, I don't know. Can't imagine it being that compromised unless there is like activated charcoal that I've somehow deactivated in the process of rinsing it out. You know, I don't know. But anyway, I have a bunch of these, so it's not that big of a deal. So now for this HEPA filter, right? So airflow, so this is the outside. This is the dirty side. And this is the clean side. This up against the white, it's definitely not super clean, and that's really dirty. So just curious to see, you know, how much dirt comes out of this when we rinse this out. Let's see, let me just do it this way, as the water's not really wanting to penetrate this too much. Oh yeah, you can see the dirt just coming right out of there. It's like yellowish. It's like yellow coming out. Ooh, brownish. Yeah, that's just... The other stuff was more blackish, which makes me think maybe some of the charcoal was actually coming out when I was rinsing it. This is definitely like pollen-y type yellow, like just nastiness you don't want to be breathing in anyway. But again, I would have thought there would have been a lot more after the amount of time this thing has been in service. Yeah, look at that yellowish stuff though. That's nasty. So, yeah, look at that stuff just coming out of there. So I'm going to throw this thing out anyway. I'm definitely not going to reuse this one. Oh, there, it's like dirt, like, oh, just yellow. Looks like almost like urine. Alright, that's enough. So you can see there's a lot of dirt that it catches, a lot of contaminants, small stuff. It does something. So something's better than nothing, so I'm happy with it. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful in some way. If not, I'm sorry to waste your time. Thanks for watching. Bye.